say, oh, God, you already talking about beating Tennessee. I don't even know if they're going to beat the first team. I'm with you 100%.
Tennessee hasn't been playing great.
But is Tennessee. I think have a team that you would say there's two teams that you're like, that's terrible matchups. So everybody has in the West. Salt Lake City playing Washington. I just told you about Washington. Underneath Gonzaga. 2 seed Michigan State.
You've witnessed
Louisville beats Gonzaga. You don't think they make it out of that bracket? I mean, I know we're talking crazy because of to be talking about Louisville making it out of any sort of pod, place in bracket.
Right. And that is, again, I'm saying I've seen my team perform a lot of times.
Yeah.
Against teams they don't know. Against teams that make them uncomfortable. Right?
Yeah.
Michigan State's, Seton Hall's, foreign soil, and those teams, you have to remember too, Louisville still has something going for them. That name still puts some stink on other teams.
Yeah.
Sometimes it takes a team a while. They might look at Louisville's resume and let their guard down a little bit, and before you know it, this shooting team is up on you, 16-4.
Absolutely.
And I'm talking about road games. I'm talking about get away from home, lock it, that team shows up.
And in the tournament, when you get down early to a shooting team, nerves get a little, body parts get a little tighter than what they do in the regular season. Because there's something about, I remember going back and watching, I go back a lot and I watch Louisville previous tournament games across the board. And it's funny going back and watching them. And I remember thinking, why was I so nervous? But I mean, I'm like, man, I'm watching these games and I'm like, they're down 2 to Northern Iowa, and I remember being like, they're done. They don't have it tonight. There's an extra just, I like that text right there. It's March. It's a new season. I do think Matt can play off that a little bit. February's over. It is a new. There's always something about having a turn of something, a turn of a new year. A lot of people like to start diets on Mondays. You know, you always
Are you making a joke, Steve?
No.
You're making a joke. Dude, I'm not in the mood. I put it out there that I'm not going to be in the mood. March 1st, people, I ate spaghetti last night.
Yeah.
And right at the last bite, it was so good that I said, okay.
Yeah.
We're reeling it back in.
Yeah.
Now, I told you some fake diets before, like some,
I know.
You gotta do a little better. No, this is real time. Like, it was bad. Okay, people like to
People like to turn.
They need a new excuse.
It's March 1st. If you need a new excuse, you know, this could be it. Again, last one I'll read to you. Athletic. Louisville, a 7th seed in Columbus, Ohio. Playing 10-seeded Florida. Probably the best first-round matchup so far.
Playing who?
Florida. I mean, saying probably the toughest first-round matchup so far. 2-seeded Michigan State.
Are you scared to rematch Michigan State?
No. Now that I'm not. They're down 2 players from what they were here, and I feel like we were better.
We just beat them because of our crowd, though.
I don't think so.
Me neither, but
Yeah, I mean,
I was just trying to.
I mean, it's a good crowd. It was a good crowd, but yeah, I mean, the point is, man, we can go into this March with enough that says the problem is you guys, not everyone else.
Yes,
at this
not
point.
right.
Yeah,
right.
and that's a better spot to be in than a lot of teams in the country that says it's not us. We just can't beat these other teams.
And again, listen, yesterday, people, as painful as it was for me to watch Boston College, our guys looked tired. Mm-hmm. Our guys looked tired. When it came to finishing at the basket, it didn't look as soft as I thought. They just looked like they didn't have their legs under them. What do you get at tournament time? You get prep time. You get weeks before the weekend. You get bigger lumps of practice time, of rest. Like that happens. People think the tournament run is like a battle of depth and about no tournament timeout games.
Yeah,
you got plenty of time to rest before the games leading up to the week. Like
absolutely,
it's a great time for your body to be in the best shape humanly possible. Listen, people are a little fired up this morning. That's cool. 8150-939 is the number. 3831-939 is the text line. We are Made for the Villes, a YouTube channel. Let me go to the Bill Escorts and Sons Collision Center hotline. Ulysses, fire away, my man.
Good morning, sir. Good morning to both of you.
Morning.
How's it going?
Not bad, sir. Marcus, I want to stop a moment and thank you for the remarks you made about our women's team. You know how I feel about it. I really do. I'm really appreciative. But what I'm going to ask you here is, do you think you can play, all we do is win, win, win for our women?
You got to ask my producer that, my man. You mean to tell me you had my producer on the phone and you didn't tell him?
Look here, I thought you was a shot caller, partner.
Man, listen, this is a team. This is a team effort over here.
The other thing is this, Mr. Stephen A. Smith Rummage.
Yes,
you
sir.
think a brother can get a recruiting report for the women?
A recruiting report?
Yeah, you probably should get a Cardinal Authority account.
Hey, Steve, I thought you were the authority.
Hey, man. I know a couple. All right, I appreciate it, man. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. They stepped up. North Carolina State came here to play. They got buzzed off. Asia Durr is awesome, and she steps up for the big games. She shows up over and over again. I'm going to miss Sam. I'm going to miss Erica. I mean, Asia, we'll replace her. It's no big deal. I'm glad I got to tell Erica the other night how much I enjoyed actually watching her play. I was very, very lucky to catch her in that corner to be able to tell her that. I'm really, like I said, I was out of breath. I was really, really proud of our women's team. You're gonna miss that arm sleeve, Steve.
Oh well, my wife's getting one. We're actually going today.
Right on.
Yeah.
What'd you just say, Steve?
Yeah. So today, once we leave here,
People, you need to listen closely to what Steve is about to say.
I am.
It's Friday. Loosen up.
Yeah. Once we leave here, we're actually, me and the wife are headed over to a tattoo shop. She knows, and she is getting an arm sleeve drawn up.
All I do is win, no matter what. Got money on my mind.
Listen. Are you sure you're going to let her do this, Steve?
Yeah.
I worry.
Okay.
I worry because
I'm listening. Yeah.
Charity is such a, like, people, her name is like one of those people is the most fitting names on the planet. She looks like a little Charity, right?
Uh-huh.
If Charity shows up with this awesome arm sleeve tattoo, you might be opening the floodgates.
I know. That's fair. No, that's a fair point.
Right?
Yeah. See, let's have an adult conversation. Because here's the terrible thing.
And I got another adult conversation on the back of that.
She is always been just very, she's a great woman. She's very clean cut. She's, and all this stuff. And she's everything you would want in a wife.
She got a little Stepford thing going.
Right. And I've always, let me be honest with you. And when I say this, I've never really told her this.
Be careful, Steve.
I've always had a thing for girls with tattoos. Like, I think that's just incredibly hot.
Right.
All right. Yeah, that's my thing. So you're learning a little something about me today. Okay, so that's a thing. I've never told her really that though. Like, but that's always kind of been like
Your peak.
Yeah.
Your peak outside.
Yeah, you're like, Kat Von D or whatever. Man, it's hot, like,
right.
Yeah. Now, my wife is gonna be the one with all the tattoos.
Is it gonna make you insecure when she's hot girl around her workplace?
No, because that's never bothered me. I in all seriousness, I enjoy, having a good-looking girlfriend or wife or whatever, or wife and girlfriend.
I was gonna say, be careful.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it is going to be different. It is going to be different. Yeah. So,
speaking of maturity, and adult conversations, people. Today,
yeah, Nurse can. She's wearing long. She can. They're allowed to now. She wears long sleeves most of the time, anyways. But somebody asked on the text line. But they did change a rule over there. They can if they want. So.
People, I know you've heard me say it a couple of times this week. Today, potato soup luncheon at Roosters, Shelbyville Road. It's to benefit Coach Crumb's Scholarship Foundation. He has it every year. It's a gathering. Listen, you're going to see people. You're going to be able to have lunch with people of very connected status. And not that I'm throwing it out there so you can have a reason to go out to this luncheon to network, but it would never hurt, as an adult to take your Friday and go to Coach Crumb's potato soup luncheon. I want to, I don't really have all the details. Middletown, 10430. Johnny, will you do me a favor and send me big? My eyes aren't as good as yours, bro. Give me some bigger font. Point being, people, I don't need to give you all these crazy details. I'm telling you that at 11 o'clock, we got to shut this show. And I don't care what you say, and I don't care what ESPN Louisville says, and 939 and 680, and nobody's stopping me from going to my Coach Crumb's benefit potato soup luncheon. We've done it probably 4 years in a row. We were going to have the show there, but, Comrexes are out and on location stuff is out. But listen, have fun now. 8150-939-3831-939 is the text line. Have fun with this show right now. Brian's going to have some good, funny stuff for you, in the second hour. But here's the thing. Here's where the adult conversation comes in.
All right.
The soup looks good, by the way.
Coach
Crumb just posted it.
It's classic.
Oh,
it's
man, it looks good.
That's one of the funnest events you will go to.
And it'll turn you into a kid, too. Like, ain't that?
Oh, it turns me into a kid every time. We've done it twice, and both times it's just a blast.
And it's not.
And everybody will talk to you.
Yes, I was.
Yeah.
That was the next thing I wanted to say is this is not one of those events where he's at some table where there's armed guards in front of him. No,
And
like
the former players are sitting beside him.
yeah,
That's not the case.
No, they're mingling at different tables. They're talking. I
Yep.
mean, everybody you grew up with is either coming in or leaving, and coming in, grabbing a bite to eat, getting out there. It's just an awesome event. So if you can find a way to steal some time, leave lunch a little early, leave lunch a little late.
Tony Williams is going to be over there looking sharper than everybody.
I guarantee that. That's a
fair enough,
fact.
yeah.
Yes, he will be definitely networking. Here's the thing. Now let's get to the adult part of this conversation,
Okay.
Steve. I'm gonna be over there for quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna leave, and my day's gonna be over. My day today was potato soup luncheon day, Marcus Maven. At some point, I'm gonna be sitting with Coach Crum, right? And at some point, I'm going to say, I'll have a Corona with 2 limes. Brian Hall, I need your opinion on this one. 38, 31, 93, 9. People, I feel like there's something that how I like for people to get over some of their illegitimate fears and things like that. It's time for me to start drinking in front of Coach Crum.
You've never drank in front of him?
Listen,
Never?
if he was around me and we were in the same function, like, you can't imagine how quick I would push a cocktail away from me if I knew Coach Crum was within
Still to
5
this day?
Yes. Yes.
Is it the mentality that he was your authority?
I mean, it's that. It's like, I mean, I don't want him to look at me like a loser. You know what I'm saying? Just look at you. Like,
Look at what you grown up.
Yeah.
He's too drunk.
Right. Like you got to think. He brought me out of Clarksville, Tennessee at 18 years old. Like,
Yeah, but you just got done talking about how this is a real casual thing. So I think you can have a beer or something.
But here's the thing. Is it okay for me to not only have the beer, but I want to drink it in between words? Like, oh, Coach, that's a good point.
So you want to drink heavily?
No. I mean, I want to socially drink, and I want to be like, that's a good point.
Maybe if you're trying to be classier, maybe you should go with a bourbon or something.
Am I worried about being okay, how classy is this? Can I get a bourbon and Coke? Sitting right here with Coach Crum. Even no Coke. Let me get a double bourbon, light ice.
See, that's why I want to go, and I'm going to sit beside Marcus, and I'm going to be like, I'll just take a Diet Coke.
Can I get a Mountain Dew?
Yeah, I'll just take a Diet Coke.
You'll do that too, Steve.
Yeah.
Coach. Marcus is drinking. Right?
Coach Crum.
No, but you know what I'm saying? Like, there's something in me.
I still, to this day, man, I see my coaches, and it's still, yes, Coach. What's up, Coach? It's very.
Name something you should be comfortable doing in front of your coaches as an adult that you still don't think you would be comfortable doing.
I mean, well, see,
like, how can I take that sip of that vodka?
I don't know how to say this.
He might smell my breath or anything, man.
Here's the only way I can say this. I don't do as many bad things as you do.
Fair enough.
I don't really have bad language. I don't drink, so I don't really smoke.
You tiptoed the line of bad language, though.
I do,
because your language.
Somebody else disagrees.
It's not as sanctimonious as you say.
Sure,
but they're not like illegal. They're not like total illegal, but you go hard on your example, Steve.
Excellent.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
So you wouldn't use those phrases around your coach?
No, absolutely not. Are we talking in-game,
Are you
Steve?
talking about like sneaking a flask into Denny Crumb's potato soup luncheon right now?
What are we talking
about?
Oh no,
I'm talking about sitting at Roosters, and I'm like I said, and sitting.
You're gonna pay, right?
For my drink?
No, well, just to get into the luncheon.
We'll see about that.
See, that's worse to me.
What do you mean?
You're not gonna pay to get into the luncheon? Like, I would not even dare ask. Hey man, hey Jonathan, is my stuff covered?
He already told me it was.
Yeah, but
you said I should just pay on principal.
Yeah, I mean, hey, it's a heck with the scholarship fund, right? As long as you're there.
I
As
feel-
long as your face is there.
I feel like I've brought value to the Denny Crum Scholarship Fund.
Hey, whatever. Hey, you lay your head down.
Jonathan Israel, 8150-93.9. Please call into the show
Man, that
and let
soup looks
Steve know
good.
that I've done my part for the potato soup
How much,
lunch.
how much is the lunch?
It doesn't matter, Steve.
I know.
Don't do that to me.
I know because they give it at such an incredible price.
Okay, since you're being that guy, Brian Hall, I'll just ask you: is it okay? What's the level of drink that I can consume with Coach Crum?
What, like number? Like a number?
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Is that what you're talking about?
Give me number, but give me like stiffness level of drink.
How long is the event?
I mean, listen. Last time I stayed there 5 hours. So
5 hours?
yeah, I mean, I'm
Whew.
there. Listen, I'm there.
He's gonna have alcohol poisoning.
That's a long time.
Who said I
Are
was
you gonna
just
drink?
drinking?
Are you starting?
No.
Do you have the rule
Good
like
call.
afternoon?
No Christian middle finger around coaches.
No.
Fair enough.
It's one of those things like I'm just here I'm here. So
I think you go. I think you make your first drink be something non-alcoholic, then you get an alcoholic drink, and then you do like 2 or 3.
okay, I didn't really mean number like 2 or 3, but what I'm saying is, okay, what's the level of stiffness on the drink?
So if we're going to like bourbon,
You tell me.
if
Is
we're
it
going
okay?
bourbon,
Is it okay to order one in front of them, or just already have it?
it's okay to order one. I wouldn't put Coke on it. I would get bourbon on the rocks.
He might be more disappointed than I
yeah,
asked
he
for
might
Coke.
be more disappointed that you put Coke on the bourbon. I think it's fine to order a bourbon. Yeah, I mean it's a casual event. Like everybody's out having a good time. Like it's a Friday. People are
Right.
probably off work after that. You're done with your show for the day. I would say go ahead and get you a bourbon on the rocks.
Where's your uncomfortable line with your parents? Like something you should be able to do as an adult you just wouldn't do in front of your parents.
I don't know. I drink in front of my parents all the time, but we
little hoodlum.
we're Irish. We're Irish.
They
We
never
like
gave
to
you
drink.
a judgmental look or anything.
Well, here's the thing. I have older siblings. My sister is
Yeah,
16 years
that's
older. My
right.
brother's 11 years older. By the time they got to me, they had seen everything in the books.
That's a good point.
and they
so-
were giving you drinks probably.
Yeah, and they
right.
had a policy basically that as long as I was not behind the wheel and that I was being safe, it was okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I'm just now feeling comfortable telling my dad I'm going to the liquor store. You want anything? You know what I'm saying?
I'm okay with that. There's a few on the text line here. Somebody says Corona with a sad face. Please don't slurp a beer like that.
Yeah, don't slurp it.
I was doing that for sound effect for radio.
That's why you get the bourbon, because it's in a straw and you just.
My 72-year-old mother-in-law still won't smoke in front of her 93-year-old dad.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Yes.
Somebody says no Christian middle finger around coach. True story. Saw one of my high school coaches in a gentleman's club. He saw us and left.
Yes, that's my point.
But the coach left.
But I'm just
Or
talking.
well, hang on. No, he's saying he saw us and left. Maybe they left. Either way, it's awkward.
It's awkward.
You say Woodford on the rocks.
He would. You think he'll think more of me if I do that? Or
It's a benefit everyone should pay. Thank you, Texter. Does Chris Mack show up today?
Yes.
I hope not.
I know. I'm kind of the
I
same
hope
way.
not.
Absolutely not.
Yeah,
You
you
figure
should be
that
at
crap
practice.
out.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, you got some crap to figure out, Chris.
Yeah, and listen,
I bet he's there.
Listen, and I will go past somebody's table who's asking him something stupid and just hit him in the jaw.
Yeah. If he's
and then
not,
tell him leave.
I will say this: if he's not there, he will contact.
Yeah.
somebody. He won't just not show up. But yeah, no, I don't want you there. I don't want you.
I don't want him.
Yeah,
I don't want him.
want you there.
I don't want him dealing with the agitation of that event.
No.
And you know what that is too? That's 2 coaches, and there's a
You don't want him to get a hearty meal before he goes back to look at some film?
Absolutely
dude.
not.
If
No, you shouldn't be eating. Christy Mack should be cooking a lot of meals that aren't getting ate. Or their
Dad didn't
butler,
come
or
home again
whoever cooks meals
She's
in
like,
their
well,
house.
Dad didn't
He-
come home
I don't
again
know who
tonight.
cooks their-
he
I
should.
don't know who cooks
So
the meals.
basically, you're saying Chris Mack should look like postseason Rick Pitino.
Yes. I need him to be looking sick.
How
Right now.
crazy did Rick look at the end of the year?
Oh, yeah.
When
he
you were-
looked like he was about to die every year.
It used to hurt my stomach.
And a week later, he would look, man, he looks good.
He
You see him in
was-
Miami.
he was
You
so
know, it was like,
streaky.
hey.
He would look like Andy Dufresne on
Yeah.
the on the
You
beach
knew
in Mexico.
how he was feeling by the way he looked.
Who Rick?
Rick, yeah,
Yeah.
man. You like you said, you knew when he was feeling healthy. There was some
Dude.
days he'd come in and he'd be looking so slick, and then there'd be other days where
Yeah.
you're like,
What did
"Man,
he
this
look
guy's
like
sick."
in Indianapolis that night?
Oh, he looked like death, man.
What?
Me and Marcus we sat there and we talked with him for about 10 minutes maybe.
That was like 40 minutes, and you got mad because I told him
Yeah.
to go to bed.
That is true. It was a while. And it was just like, dude, I mean, he looked like he's a psychopath. And here, let me say, we didn't ask him to stop. We didn't ask him to stop and talk to us. Actually, we were uncomfortable with how comfortable he was just sitting around with us three.
He was telling too many secrets. He was just, you could tell he was running through game plans, and he
Yeah.
was just running through situations and running through.
You know who was the most comfortable in that whole situation? My
his
wife.
Yep.
And I'm looking at her like, what you?
Well, I was drunk, so it, that was all good
that
for
is
me.
fair. But yeah,
No, I wasn't drunk. I was enjoying my cocktail.
yeah.
Was it a bourbon or a beer? I think you
it
compare that situation to the Denny, however you treated that.
Nah,
one.
it was different, man.
Yeah.
It was because
That was more laid
it was
back.
like 2:00 in the morning.
So everybody's drunk. Is that what you're saying?
No,
yes.
I was.
Yes.
So and that's the only person I was concerned with, my emotional well-being. But point being, Coach Patino.
Let me tell you what kind of night it was. I turned around the corner and someone was wheeling Marcus out of the bathroom.
Wait a minute. Start over, Steve.
Oh no!
It was
No.
the greatest story of my life. And it's one that I'm breaking protocol right now because we swore that night this would never be spoken about again.
Brian. No, Steve. Tell Brian. Say that again, Brian. I mean, Steve. Explain to Brian right now on air what you saw from that lobby.
I turned around and Charity goes, oh God, somebody's got Marcus.
He's telling the truth.
And the guy looks like he has so much money. And he was so drunk. And he was willing Marcus Maven
And
over to our chair.
and I couldn't stop him. I couldn't stop him. And Steve was like, hey, what's going on here? Right? I mean, listen. I was leaving the bathroom. I left the bathroom stall. I was washing my hands. Right? Guy says, "Man, I love you. I love watching you play." He's like, "Can I help you out with anything?" I'm like, "Nah, I'm finished. I'm finished doing what I got to do." You ready to get on out
No,
of here?
man, this is the bathroom. Let me have my
Listen,
piece.
that man. Listen, we won't call out his name.
No.
Yeah, right? He's too important of a
Oh,
human
yeah.
being for us to call his name.
Yeah.
He grabbed my chair, Brian, and I'm telling you, man, he would not let me. Like, I tried to, use my arms. He was like smacking my arms away. Like, no, dude, no. I'm taking you where you need to go. Don't move. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like,
Oh my gosh.
I mean, we actually went back and forth. I'm like, no, I'm good. I appreciate it. It's all good. Blah blah. He's like, no, man.
I could tell there was a struggle going on. So he wheels Marcus up. We sit there in silence for about 10, 15 seconds. Marcus says, let's talk about this right now. Let's let it out at this very moment.
Let's just get it on.
And let's never speak about this again for the rest of our lives.
Like I said, I could see how uncomfortable everybody was.
It was uncomfortable.
It was very funny.
I'm sorry. I'm glad you didn't get mad at me because I knew that was the first time we spoke about that moment since the moment.
And he sent over another cocktail.
He did. He did. And was come heck or high water was gonna buy me a drink. So I finally was like, Marcus, what do you want?
Yeah,
God,
right.
Because I was like, I'll take a Coke, and he looked at me like, no.
Yeah, I don't buy Coke.
I was like, I don't know,
Steve.
Marcus, what do I order? Give me a Long Island iced tea.
We've completely gone off the rails. Quick commercial break. Middays with Marcus Baby. 8150 939 is the number, or 939 the Ville.
Are you ready to sell your home? Well, there couldn't be a better time. Houses are going for top dollar and selling quickly. You need to call Jill Blessinger with Keller Williams. She has a team of professionals that will help you sell your home quickly and get the most for it. She is a professional home stager and photographer. And when you're ready to buy, she works with Becky Bleemel of Caliber Home Loans. She makes the loan process very simple. And if you mention you heard this on Middays with Marcus Maven or ESPN, your appraisal is absolutely free. So give Jill a call today at 502-773-0546. That's 502-773-0546. And let her help you today.
What do you call a truly great beer that's brewed with more taste? Only 96 calories and 3.2 carbs? We call it Miller Lite. What are you holding? Miller Lite. Hold true. Great beer, great responsibility. 2018 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Average analysis 12 fluid ounces, less than 1 gram protein and 0 grams fat.
We are right in the heart of winter, which means you're about to find out how many beats your heating system has left in it. Hey, whether it just needs to be serviced or you need a brand new system, DFH Company is the place to call. This month, buy a complete Train system and get 6-month special financing, plus your choice of a whole house humidifier or air cleaner. It's hard to stop a train, and it's hard to not call DFH Company. So call today, 968-6222, or visit dfhcompany.com for full details.
So, Steve, what do you think about Bill at Scorns and Sons Collision Centers, man?
Let me just say, I had a friend who totally ruined his car. They got him taken care of quick, efficiently, and out the door.
Family owned and operated for over 70 years, Ed Scorns is the leader in auto repair technology and technician training. Do not, I repeat, do not let just anyone repair your vehicle. It's your choice. Tell your insurance company you're taking your vehicle to Bill at Scorns and Sons Collision Centers. There are 2 locations, Bardstown Road and Shelbyville Road in Middletown. Or call us at 491-BODY or visit us at etscorns.com. That's ETSCORNS.com.
In this ever-changing world where financial institutions merge and often close branches, it's nice to know Centra Credit Union is expanding to better serve the needs of the folks of Sellersburg. After nearly 80 years, their founding principle remains the same: people helping people. Centra offers individuals and businesses a full range of services to meet their every need. Come check out their new location at 651 Hamburg Way or visit Centra.org to find out more. Centra Credit Union, centered around you. Centra Credit Union is federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity.
UPS is now hiring for package handlers in Louisville. Package handlers earn competitive wages. Thinking about college, but worried about how you'll pay for your tuition? With UPS's Metropolitan College program, UPSers who meet program guidelines can graduate 100% debt-free, work part-time, go to school, and graduate debt-free. It's that simple. Why pay for school? Let UPS do the heavy lifting. Apply now at upsjobs.com. That's upsjobs.com.
Did you know when you buy a diamond at Genesis Diamonds, we'll give you a free mounting? Yes, a 14-karat gold solitaire mounting at no charge with any diamond purchase. Or if you want to take it up to the next level, Genesis Diamonds also has a fantastic selection of affordable halo, pave, vintage, 3-stone, and other popular mountings in white gold, yellow gold, rose gold, and platinum at the guaranteed best prices, period. Or maybe she wants a designer ring, like the one she sees in the bridal magazines. Well, Genesis Diamonds has those too. In fact, we're an authorized dealer for all the top designers like Tacori, Verragio, Simon G, Henry Dawsey, and dozens more. These are the finest handcrafted rings made right here in America. So it's your choice. If you want a free mounting, we have it. If you want a designer mounting, we have it. And everything in between. Over 5,000 ring choices for every style and every budget. And if that's not enough, we can also custom design your ring. Genesis Diamonds for the ring of your dreams. And your home for Breitling, Tag Heuer, and Omega timepieces too. Shelbyville Road Plaza.
What good is it having that beautiful view on your front and backyard if you can't see through your old grimy windows? Or how about when you let a little fresh air and your windows are constantly getting stuck? If this sounds like your current situation, it's time to make that call to Windows Plus. They have the best free lifetime transferable warranty, the best installation in town, quality products, doors, windows, siding, and gutters. They've also been voted the most efficient for 2018 and an A+ Better Business Bureau rating and all 5-star reviews, which means these are exactly the new windows you've been looking for. So go visit them at 11501 Plantside Drive, Louisville, Kentucky, or 502-494-0120. That's Windows Plus. Make the call.
I love your wall color.
Oh, thank you. I got it at Lanning Paints. They are Louisville's only local paint manufacturer, and they provide everything from driveway sealer to high-quality paint.
Really?
Yes. Not only do they make their own products, but their new Dixie Highway location is a Benjamin Moore dealer as well.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Their other location is right in the heart of Middletown, just past Blankenbaker on Shelbyville Road.
Sally, I'll talk to you later. Honey, get in the car. We're going to Lanning Paints.
Lanning Paints, painting the USA from Louisville, Kentucky since 1983.
There comes a time in some people's lives where they wake up in the morning, look in the mirror, and say to themselves, oh my God, I'm going bald. If that's you, don't get depressed, because I have fantastic news for you. I'm Brandon Lang, best known for the movie Two for the Money, with Academy Award-winning actor Matthew McConaughey playing yours truly. When I decided to fix my baldness, I researched hundreds of doctors across the country before deciding on one of the best right here in your hometown, Parsley Waldman Hair Center of Louisville. My consultation was so easy, and as it turned out, more affordable than you could have ever imagined. Dr. Waldman and his staff treated me like family, and from the moment I walked in the door till the time I left, I was treated like royalty. Go to hairsurgery.com right now and let Parsley Waldman help you get your hair back and your self-confidence back as well. That is hairsurgery.com. That's hairsurgery.com, and take the first step to being young again.
The college basketball regular season is getting deep into the stretch run. The games are bigger, the stakes are higher. Again this year, the Sports and Social Club will be hosting the ESPN Louisville Bracket Challenge on Monday, March 18th. But there's a whole lot of action before then, like our Mardi Gras party on Saturday, March 2nd, sponsored by Captain Morgan. Live music, king cakes, Mardi Gras punch, and oh yeah, tons of beads for you at the Sports and Social Club. Check us out on Facebook for exclusive drink specials and a complimentary buffet too.
This is Drew Diener, and you're listening to 93.9 The Ville, live from the OPC Services Studio.
Middays with Marcus Maben on 93.9 The Ville is broadcasting live from the OP.
If you can get to like 11:10, I'm good. Like 15 minutes.
There's Marcus Maben and Steve Rummage.
Welcome back. Welcome back. It's Midday with Marcus Maben, 8150. 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station. Again, people, I apologize, but not really for the abbreviated show. Lunchtime. Like, listen, I have a better opportunity to enjoy lunch with some very interesting people, as do you, to benefit the Denny Crum Scholarship Foundation. But first, as a radio station employee,
yeah,
there's some perks.
where you don't have an opportunity to have lunch today is here with us, but you can have lunch at Barano's Pizza. And thanks to George and Barano's by the Bridge for dropping off some pizza to the ESPN Louisville studios. Your spot before and after all hoops and concerts, U of L hoops and concerts. Blake Shelton tonight. Kind of wanted to go to that. U of L versus Notre Dame on Sunday. Weezer and the Pixies next Friday. Barano's Pizza. Yeah, it's that good.
People, you have two options to spend for lunch today. Barano's and one other little option. I'll read it directly from Jonathan Israel because I had to get it printed out. Thank you, Brian Hall. Actually, I was doing this event such a disservice because I guess I'm just so used to going there. I forget how awesome it is. Publix invited to the 2019 Denny Crum Potato Soup Luncheon. Most people know Denny Crum as a former formidable basketball coach of Louisville for more than 30 years, a basketball Hall of Famer, and a Goodwill ambassador for the university. But they may not know Denny Crum can cook. Now's their chance. Coach Crum personally will prepare his own recipe for potato soup at a luncheon benefiting the Denny Crum Scholarship Fund today, March 1st, at the Roosters in Middletown, 10430 Shelbyville Road. A quote from Coach Crum. I do most of the cooking at my house. My dad always cooked, and my mom was a great cook. I enjoy it too, he said. My soup is really terrific. Organizers will also use the event to celebrate Coach Crumb's 82nd birthday, which is the following day. You better come out here and wish that man happy birthday and support the Denny Crum Scholarship Foundation. Former players of the 80s, 86, and there might be some 2013 players in there as well. Championship teams will be available to sign autographs. They will be mingling. The Denny Crum Scholarship Foundation awards scholarships to individuals who demonstrate leadership in the community, service, and academic achievement. Crum said this year, 100 students received a $1,000 scholarship. The goal of the foundation was to raise over $2 million in order to give that amount in perpetuity. The luncheon is from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. The suggested donation is $10. Each includes the potato soup and the meet and greet. Additional food will be available for purchase. www.crumsoup.givesmart.com for questions or to make a donation, or for more information, contact Jonathan Israel at jonathan.israel@louisville.edu. Doesn't that sound like an event that you can change your plans for?
That's the it's fun, man. It's a good time.
Let me make sure the camera's back on.
What just happened?
Well, you cutting something back there?
I was scrolling through Twitter and I got a scholarship thing, and all the football players went crazy.
So because we don't, because we don't have much time left, Steve. I mean, sum up the week.
Well,
you might carry it on a little further, but just let's wrap this thing up.
Well,
I'll be at Al J's on Sunday.
Yeah,
for a pregame.
Yep.
Post game.
I think the way things are looking right now, I got to talk to Jill real quick. Maybe have another one, but I know a lot of people like when we hang out over there too. So,
right.
Yeah, maybe back over there. Yeah, I mean, no, and Sunday it's going to be a good time.
Man. Are you feeling a little better? Have you shook the Boston College thing, or is it one of those I'm not shaking it until
I'm trying? I'm not. I haven't. You don't shake a loss like that. That's the issue as a fan.
I'm curious to know, how do you think they respond to the tongue lashing that I assume they got?
Yeah, well, no, let's talk about that for a second before we go, because I do think this. It's no secret that it took Chris Mack 40-some minutes to get to his press conference. In that 40-some minutes, he wasn't high-fiving the team. I promise you that. So I'm going to assume they got laid into pretty good.
Right.
If that's the case, if they come out.
And again, we're talking about a very, very forward guy, not a sugarcoater.
Yeah. And he's not a sarcastic guy.
Right.
Like Rick was sarcasm.
Yep.
And what I mean by sarcasm was Rick would just.
Maybe he was having an angle. Maybe he was being snarky, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes he's just dog cussing you. But
Mac, to me, seems a little more straightforward. Like, dude, you just can't play her. You can't play her. I'm sorry.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, and not in a emotional way. Just I'm disappointed. You know what I'm saying?
That you have no heart.
Right.
Or something like that. Like, yeah. And but I will say, there's two things I will look at. If they bounce back, well, let me start negative first. If they come out and they look flat and they don't play well and they look the same, I will fear that maybe they've quit. Or not quit.
But maybe would you think he was just right?
Yeah, that's better. I think he's just right. And I don't think they would quit. But I think that it would say, okay, he's right, and y'all know he's right. And then that would be worrisome.
Even if you don't think it about yourself, maybe you think it about your teammates.
Yeah.
So, just the idea that that's crept into the building.
If they come out Sunday and they answer that tongue lashing that they got, and probably are continuing to get, if they answer that and they look sharp and they look like they're ready to play, it will be, look, it's not all like, well, everything's fine, we're ready, we're going to go to the Final Four. But it would be, I think I will put a little more emphasis on that win, saying, okay, man, he called out their manhood, and they answered the call.
Yeah, and here's the thing. I'll even say this. If they respond that way, I won't give him the credit.
Mm-hmm.
If I'll give them the credit for being self-aware. You know what? he's right.
Yeah.
And I've been playing that way. Now, there's a difference between playing that way and being that way. We had a conversation yesterday with Bob Valvano, and he's been doing this a little longer than we have.
To an extent. Before, real quick, because I want that to be an important conversation. Brian, you want to hit that real quick? I know you just need to.
An official broadcast partner of the University of Louisville, WLCL Sellersburg is 93.9 The Ville.
It's having this conversation, with Bob. It's sometimes we get a little arrogant about the way we describe some things, and you've seen a golfer get the yips, right? You've seen a golfer get the yips where he can't hit a 3-foot putt. You've been the golfer that gets the yips and can't do something physical that you normally are able to do, but you're just off balance, right? And it's amazing how we say, a free throw, or it's so simple. You just got to handle the pressure, all those things. Like the best athletes in the best sports and the best worlds all get the yips like that.
Absolutely.
And I was talking with Bob about, yesterday the example I made was a lie detector test, like things physically go on inside of your body when there's pressure that, that may not go on at other times. And Bob was kind of asking, is there legitimately are these guys just guys that get tight in general? You know what I'm saying? So that was part of the conversation. The other part of the conversation was, again, just to reiterate this point, I'm not going to give him credit for stating the obvious. The credit will be if they respond to the obvious. Now, I'll be happy that they trust him enough to know it wasn't personal. It wasn't him feeling any pressure, because sometimes players that are not performing well, people, athletes, humans at your job, when your store isn't getting the numbers it gets, everybody starts looking for the blame. And if somebody gets blamed, then you'll jump in on the blame train too, just to get the blame away from you. Some people say, listen, I'm not going to let him point the finger at you. I'm going to say, no, it's all of us. Let's get it done. Mm-hmm. That's where we're at. Are you good? Because here's the thing. If I'm a player, listen, I read it about my coach. I read it about all my coaches. When you lose bad games and you see the heat go towards the coach, right? I've seen teammates that, yeah, man, coach tripping. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen that. I've seen people come up. If I'm with 3 guys and somebody in the mall says, man, what is y'all coach doing with the lineup? Somebody will say, I'll say, of course, I'm a hero.
Right.
Hey, man, we're a team, And then somebody who's maybe not as team specific, man, I don't even know, man.
Yeah.
Like, those are 2 different ways to handle that conversation. It's a lot less pressure to make the joke and say, yeah, coach be tripping. But it's tougher to say, nah, we just all kind of on different pages. We gotta get back together.
Well, I mean that's psychological stuff that I think you'll see Sunday, knowing that. I mean, like I said, assuming that they got tore into after that game, because again, he doesn't just wait 40-some minutes to come to a press conference for no reason,
right?
And I think if they look like they have rallied a little bit, like, hey, because look, they're going to get a whole week's a whole week's rest after that. So, and then they're going to get a few more days. You're going to play Saturday, and you're not going to play again until Wednesday. Louisville's going to play on Wednesday in the ACC tournament now at this point. We do know that. And I mean, it's I just will put I don't want to say a lot, but I'll put more stock into them answering the bell and playing well Sunday than I would have before.
I tell you what, I got to get out of here. Yeah. They're going to be waiting on me. I'm going to take my time getting out there. Thanks for everybody's suggestions.
Yeah.
Midday with Marcus Maben. I think you're going to carry him to the next segment. Are we good to go?
Yeah, we're good to go, man.
Well, people, we will be available for the pregame show. Listen, follow the We Are Made for the Ville YouTube channel. You might get a little extra content. You never know when you get it. That'll be all. Middays with Marcus Maben. As always, 8150-939 is the number. 3831-939 is always the text line. We Are Made for the Ville's YouTube channel on 939 The Ville.
Are you ready to sell your home? Well, there couldn't be